then maybe my last question is a little bit bigger picture, but again, at the very beginning of your statement this morning, Dr. Sun, you talked about this inconsistency between the maintenance of effort calculations that it apparently still is ongoing, and that the initial budget as presented was $20 million over maintenance of effort. That may now be 10 or as little as 2.5. If MSCE does come back and says, here's the certified maintenance of effort number, and it turns out that it is one of these higher figures versus the one that was initially used, is it the administration's plan then to still be 20 million over maintenance of effort, whatever that number is, or are you holding the line at 2.5 if that's where the figures fall?
I don't think it's up to for me to make that decision on that there. I think at regardless of what is MOE calculation, I think the conversation, my understanding, is going on with school council and executive office on to see whether there's any possibility for any adjustment on that there. As I mentioned earlier, this is a year is very, very difficult because of all the reasons the courthouse, the one-time adjustment last year, we can only cope with part of the correction of the base on that. So that's added to all the difficulty. So there might be very limited room for adjustment, but I really couldn't speak for elected officials on that. So let's kind of keep fingers crossed to see how it goes in the next a few weeks.
Okay. Well, you have 5 elected officials on this call right now, and these elected officials are tasked with discussing that exact budget item in another, I don't know, 3 hours, hopefully, maybe less, depending on when we take lunch and whether or not all of our computers reboot again.